Hello guys and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, hello, my name is Heather and I love makeup. Normally we do a bit more colour than this, but I thought we'd go for a bit of a dramatic smoky eye for today. And please join the family, subscribe button if you like this video. All my socials will be down in the description box. And yeah, today I thought we could talk about my 2021 favourites. I can't believe we're at the end of 2021, but here we are. So yeah, if you guys want to hear my opinions and anything like that, please keep on watching. Alright guys, so I figured we'll save eyeshadow palettes till last. And we'll go over some of the other stuff. So first of all, let's go with brushes. Now, some of you may be very unsurprised that the Jessup 237 is one of my favourite ever brushes. It's great for packing on. It's not bad for like doing graphic liner almost. It's not quite as precise as you would want it, but it is an amazing brush and one of my favourites. And recently I have discovered the Peaches and Cream PC22. This is also an amazing packing on brush and blending out brush. These are very stained because I use them all the time. It is a brand that was recommended to me by the wonderful Daniela, so make sure you check her out because she's amazing. And yeah, so these are wonderful. They are another great packing on brush, blending. I have quite small eyes, I think, like right in that crease area, so these are great. They're fluffy still for blending, but great. And then my blending brush of choice is the Peaches and Cream PC10. It's a bigger version of the 22, and I have stocked on a lot of these, I won't lie. I keep buying them because they keep doing they do a pick and mix offer, I think it is. We can pick any 4 brushes for £15. Can't really complain at that price. So I would highly recommend them. And Jessup, you can get, the only thing that annoys me with Jessup is you cannot get them on their own, like you have to buy a full set. And I don't need any more face brushes because I have a lot. My favourite face brushes are my Zoeva ones. Jack very kindly bought me them for my birthday. This one in particular needs cleaning because I used it, don't judge me, is the 104 buffer brush. This is wonderful for foundation. As you can see, I have used it today. If you don't like a sponge, I would highly recommend this one. Again, you can buy them separately, but I got it in a set. The Zoeva, oh no, this is Jessup, sorry, but they do a Zoeva brush version, 142. This is called a concealer buffer, but I like it for highlight. Another tip from Daniela is just to really buff it in, and then it just looks more wet looking. Next on the list, I'm not going to talk about primer because I've actually been skipping primer recently. I know I shouldn't, but I have been because I put makeup on for YouTube or pictures and then it gets taken off because with my shift work at the minute I'm either up at 4:30 or I'm on nights, or it's a 12-hour day and I don't really fancy wearing makeup for that long. Well, a 12-hour shift, so more like a 14-hour day. Anyway, so foundation, I don't think anyone's going to be surprised. It is the everything's just falling on the floor. It is the NARS Sheer Glow. I have the shade Mont Blanc. I have finished this one. I have a second one coming today or tomorrow, I think it is. That's how much I love that foundation. Like, think about how little I have worn makeup, and then I've gone through that, and I have other foundations too. That is my ultimate foundation. It's the only one that I would like I would miss if it was at my collection. And then similarly, I recently bought the NARS Creamy Concealer in Vanilla. These two work wonderfully together. It's not the most product, and it isn't the cheapest, but it is really nice. It sets down really nicely, it has coverage. The other one that I use, which as you can see has been used a lot, is the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser Multi-Use Concealer. I have it in shade number 3, Fair. This is what I used before I got the NARS. I think I prefer the NARS a little bit more than this one, because I prefer the applicator in NARS, it's a bit thicker. But this one is great. It's a really nice budget option. Again, it does have some good coverage. It's wonderful. Mascara. Excuse me, Logan. I need these. Mascara wise, I have been reaching for the L'Oreal Telescopic quite a lot recently. I think it gives my lower lashes especially quite a nice length. The Sky High from Maybelline is also really good. Depends on what you like for your lashes. I did use the Benefit. I don't know if you heard that, but that was a lot of banging. I did tend to use the Benefit, they're real, it's magnetic, mascara a lot, but I found that the Telescopic gave me the same effect but for a lot cheaper, so that's why I've been using that one instead. Eyebrow wise, one of them has disappeared under my desk. One second. I'm just a mess. There are two, well, I recently, in the last 6 months or so, changed how I do my eyebrows. So I used to not really bother with gel or mascara or anything like that. I just used to use powder, and I used to use a Barry M very, very, very old eyebrow powder, and he's chucking away. But I thought I would give pens a go, and Daniela very kindly picked me some up for my Essence video, and just picked me up the Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara with filling fibres. This is amazing. It's really nice. I don't really go for like the soap brow effect or anything like that, but this does keep them in place. But recently I've been using the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara. Both of these are in... This one's in Espresso, this one is in Brownie Brows. The reason why I've stopped using the Essence one is because, ironically, it's a bit old. Even though I've been using the Barry M one for how long. But knowledge is a wonderful thing. So yeah, that's the reason why I stopped using that, is because it's a bit old. I need to replace it. For actually filling them in, again, I used to use powder, and I've been using a mixture of these two. So we've got the Essence Tiny Tip Precise Brow Pen in, I think it's medium brown, medium brown, medium brown. Yes, it's barely left on the label. I've actually repurchased one of these already, and the other one is the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Pen in Espresso. I like to ombre these because the Essence one is a bit softer, whereas the NYX one is a bit darker. As you can see, I use the Essence one at the front and the NYX one at the back, and I think it gives me a really nice ombre effect. You might disagree, you might think my brows look like absolute dog turd, but it's how I like to do them at the minute. Like I said, I did used to like using the powders, but I feel nowadays they're a bit blocky. Or at least maybe I just don't use them right. Either way, I prefer the pens. The Essence Brow Pen is also a great for freckle pen. I've used that in the past. You just dab it on and then tap it, and gives you a really nice faux freckle effect. And then eyeliner. Now, Barry M High Vis, amazing. Pencil liners for the waterline. Sorry, I'm not swearing at you. I'm trying to readjust my ring. They're amazing. The liquid liner that I've been using is again the Maybelline one. I know I should find a more cruelty-free brand, and that is on my agenda for 2022. But this is one that I bought a while ago. I don't want to say a while ago, but it is a bit older, before I knew they weren't cruelty-free. Same with the mascaras, so that is the plan. I believe NARS is now cruelty-free again. So this is the Hyper Precise All Day Matte Liquid Liner. It has a really long tip on it. That's what she said. It's great for, I've been doing some like baby wings and filling in these inner corners so my lash band disappears a bit more, stuff like that. It's really good. My black liner of choice is one that I need to replace. I won't say it's a favourite, it's just one that I've been using for a very, very long time. Back when, again, I didn't know better. Not making excuses, just holding my hands up and saying I should have known better. It's Avon. They do really good, really pigmented black glimmer stick liners. I've been working my way through them, trying to use them up, and I'll be finding better placements in the future. So that is those done, and then setting powders. Now, I know most people will say the Laura Mercier or the Charlotte Tilbury is their favourite. Charlotte Tilbury is one that I have bought recently, and I'm still playing with it. I'm still getting used to it. I'm not 100% sure if it's my favourite, but these two are tried and true. The first one is Marc Jacobs Finish Line Perfecting Coconut Setting Powder in Invisible. Now this is just a little pot that Daniela sent me. Take a drink every time I say Daniela in this video. Because I used to use Laura Mercier, but then I found out it's got a lot of filler product, like a lot of talc and stuff like that, and I found this looks a lot better. It is a loose powder. I need to find a replacement because this one is running out. That's how much I've used it. And the second one is, I don't think anyone's going to be surprised, is the Essence Skin Loving Sensitive Mineral Powder. Blurring and mattifying, and it's got no fragrance, alcohol, silicones, parabens or mineral oil. This is a pressed powder. It just works really well. It makes your skin look really nice, and would recommend. And it's not really very expensive. You can get it from Wilko, or I think Look Fam have it, I think. Setting spray wise, Urban Decay All Nighter is a wonderful one. I've been trying out a Catrice one recently, but I think I like the Urban Decay one a bit better. Again, setting spray is one that I use between, like, just after I've done my powder stuff on my face, just to try and set that down a bit more, and then I do it at the end as well. Not that I've shown that on my videos, because I don't really do my base on videos a lot, because I'm not very, very good at it, in my opinion. I'm getting better, I think. Yeah. Speaking of base products, so we have some cream products and we have some powder products. First things first is the Sol Face and Body Bronzing Balm. I have the shade Light. I have made quite a dent in this. I don't know if you can see, there's quite a dent. It's a bit orangey, more orangey than I would like, so I wanted to see how well I could apply that one, and then I'm debating the ABH version because I've heard that one's a lot better, but this one is still really nice. It's got an amazing like coconutty scent to it. I really like it. Powder bronzer wise, I have a very beat up Too Faced Soleil bronzer in milk chocolate, like the print's pretty much gone. It smells amazing, honestly. I just want to eat it, but I won't. And then final bronzer is the Belgian Waffle by BH. Again, really good. You get a bunch of shades. You get 3 different bronzer shades. Today I've used a mix of the lighter 2 bronzers. These are all highlights under here. I don't really use them, but they are really nice. Blush wise, I don't want moving them towards me. I need this. Blush wise, again from BH, the Bellini palette. Again, bunch of shades. I've used this one today. They are really pigmented, really nice peach blushes. I'm trying to vary up my colours a little bit. I have ordered a NARS one that is taking... No, Charlotte Tilbury one, she's taking... No, it's not. Natasha Denona one. I'm just throwing brands out there. I've ordered a Natasha Denona one, which look fantastic, are for some reason hanging on to for dear life. They're just not sending it to me. I think they've oversold because they had it on sale. Highlighter wise, liquid highlight, I've been using the Illamasqua Beyond liquid highlighter in the shade Oh My God. I put my foundation on, put my concealer on, put this on with that buffing brush that I was telling you about earlier, and then I put my bronzer on top just to make this a little bit more, I don't say natural because obviously there's nothing natural about my pale bottom having any colour, just to make it a bit more blended, shall we say. It is really blinding, you only need a little bit. I literally just squeeze like the tiniest little drop on my brush and that does it, but it is beautiful. This one was a recommendation from Tia. Again, go and check her out, she is wonderful and blinding. The other 2 highlighters I have here, one is from Kaleidos. I have 2 of these. This is the Star Surfer one, which is more of a champagne-y. I have the Mars Melter, which is a fuchsia, which I only use when I'm doing really pink looks, but it is beautiful as well. I think these are newer ones, I think. This one is definitely new one because they've got the metal around it, whereas they used to have paper, I believe. Could be wrong. The last one is a bit controversial because of the brand. They already have my money, so I'm still going to use it. It is the Ofra and it's Steph Tom's collab, Milk and Cookies. It is a beautiful highlighter. I had quite a lot of powder in that pan. I just give it a quick swirl and buff it on with a slightly fluffier brush. I love this so much I have a backup because I bought one from it's either Depop or eBloggers, but that's how much I like this highlighter. I didn't want it out of my life, so I bought a backup, and then I found out that Ofra was a piece of poo. So I'm glad that I didn't give them my money a second time round, but I really like Steph Tom's as well, so I'm gutted for her because she was so excited about highlighters, so I'm gutted that they turned out to be very problematic. Yeah, how do I phrase this? I really like the NYX Glitter Glue. You guys know this. I use it for most of my shimmers, pressed pigments, etc, etc. It is really nice. I tend to put some on my hand and either with my brush, make sure the brush is nice and flat and then put it on, or I use my tend to be my 4th finger or my pinky finger and just tap it on. It works really well. Would recommend. It's not too expensive. It's the other 2 that I've tried is this one and the collection one, so I don't have that much to compare it to, but it is really good. Would recommend. Eyelash glue, I used to really like the Eyelaw one, and then I started paying more attention to Mrs. recommendation of the Velour Lash Glue, and I like this one even better because there's no wait time with this one. You can just put it on and put the lashes straight on, whereas normally with eyelash glue you've got to give it a few minutes to get tacky. I put this one straight on my eyelid and then place the lashes on because I find that easier. I have this one which is the clear one and the black liner one as well. That's how much I like them. Lipstick wise, although actually while we're going on about eyelashes, who's surprised? It's House of Boo. They are my all-time favourite lashes ever. They do a lot of good styles. They're an indie brand. The shop owner's really nice. Yeah. I can't say anything more than that. They are not mink, for one thing. They come really wide. Like I said, I've got a lot of these lashes. I've reordered them a lot as well because that's how much I like them. So yeah, would recommend. Lipstick wise, unfortunately, both of my favourite formulas are from America. So that's fun for me. First things first is Lime Crime. My favourite burgundy ever is Wicked by Lime Crime. Would recommend, but on its tails, recently I've discovered the Kaleidos Cloud Lip Glaze. They're amazing. I've got them on today. I've actually found one of my favourite nudes ever thanks to Kaleidos, which is this one. And I never used to wear nudes. I have these 4 and another 4 in my drawer. Rubino is hot on the heels of Wicked as my favourite burgundy ever. And they've got a really good black. They just have a really comfortable formula. I went out for brunch for my mum's birthday last month, and then I went to I think it was it 2 shops or something like that, and I was drinking tea and everything like that, and although it did go onto the cup, it also stayed on my lips, and it was really comfy. I was wearing a mask. It's a great formula. It doesn't feel drying or anything like that. Would recommend. And finally, what we are all probably most excited about is the eyeshadows. I've been talking for 20 minutes and we've still not got onto them. So let's do it. First things first, single eyeshadows. You guys know I am a huge lover of pastel roses. This is just one of my palettes. I have another one over there. I'm not going to show it you because one of my shades is smashed and I need to repress it. But that's how many of them that I have. I rant and rave about them all the time to people, so much so that Tess and Miranda and Gaia, you are welcome for buying them. They were initially Kerry's fault for me buying them because she did a video on them. But honestly, again, indie brand, really nice, beautiful colours. What more could you want? Second palette, who is going to be surprised? No one. Giant Wolves palette. I've recently fallen in love with Odin's Eye formula. It's what I've used today. It's not just this palette. I like all of the palettes that I've tried from them. The Norns is beautiful, but I struggled to come up with an interesting look with that palette, shall we say. I just want to do a smoky eye with that palette with one of the glitters, but honestly, like, they're multi-chromes, they're mattes. Like, this is the best black ever, in my opinion. Better than ABH Noir. You heard me, Missa. I will fight you on this one. Honestly, it is a beautiful, beautiful palette. I can't rave enough about it, and I'm so sad that it's been discontinued because it was only a limited collab. I meant to get a dupe because I didn't want this to leave my collection, but I missed it because life got in the way. Next up, this isn't just these palettes, this is this formula in general. It is BH. Now, the Passion Paris is a beautiful palette. I've got the Blueberry Muffin, I've got the Trendy in Tokyo, I've got Sweet Shop, I've got the Poison Shock ones. Honestly, they are such a good formula, and you know that because I like the bronzer and blush as well, but it's just so workable and pigmented, and I'm really surprised that they are as cheap as they are. and I don't think they get the hype that they deserve, other than from Agnieszka, but I don't know what else to say about them because they're wonderful. The next two palettes aren't going to be a surprise to anyone, I don't think, because if you watch my 10 palettes video, you knew it was coming. These Jewel Tones and Beauty Base Formula are just beautiful, honestly. Again, this is for all of their mini palettes, same like this one. Their formula is just really good. I know some people can struggle with it, but if you work darkest to lightest, amazing. That is the best way I can describe them. Their shimmers are putty-like, they don't crease on me. They work better with glitter glue, in my opinion. But honestly, I really like them. I will continue to buy from them until I am blue in the face. That's all I can say about that. I have 2 more palettes coming from them today because I needed some, I don't need some neutral palettes to work, but I wanted some more neutral palettes to work, so I have 2 of them coming today. And I have the whole pass. So, yeah. And then this beautiful thing. My first ever Natasha Denona palette. And the wonderful Jade got it me for my birthday, and it is never leaving me, ever. I know some people struggle with the cream to powder formula, but it's wonderful. I really enjoy it. I don't have any issues with it. I probably should have talked about eye bases, shouldn't I? Oh well. It even says on the back how to use it. But yeah, this is a colourful, wonderful, bougie, like I know this is expensive, I know not everyone's going to afford this, but if you get a chance to try Natasha's formula, even if it's just in one of the minis, I would definitely recommend it. I have 3 of the minis, and I have 3 other palettes back there, 3 of the bigger ones. That's how much I like her formula, because she is expensive, but yeah, I have that one and I have 3 of the other ones. I did have the Metropolis and I sold it on, not because I didn't like it, but because I didn't use it enough, and the person that wanted it just gets so much more use out of it. I wanted it to, for lack of a better phrase, have a good home, like it's a pet. So yeah, that's the only reason why I passed it on. I would have kept it gladly, but it was just, it felt like the right thing to do, is the best way to explain it. And finally, the last formula I'm going to discuss. Be interesting to see next year if any of this has changed. Be Perfect, the Carnival palettes. This is the first one that I got out of the 3 that I own. I never got Carnival 1 because I think it was before my makeup time. Is I think the right phrase? Yeah, so if anyone hasn't for whatever reason seen these, this is the more bluey leany one. Bluey leany. I've got the Antidote, which is the mustardy greeny, slightly more neutral palette, and Tahiti, which is more pink and purple, and I love all 3 of them. I use them all the time. I don't have, like, I know people have W7 dupes of, I think it's the Tahiti. If you're wanting to try the colour story or you just can't afford it, then go for it. Personally, when it's a collab, it feels wrong to me to get a dupe. Like if it's like a big brand and a creator isn't benefiting from it, then okay, I guess. I'm all for a dupe, but when it's an MUA or creator, essentially one of us, it feels a bit off to me. Controversial, feel free to shout at me in the comments. But if you've tried it and you like it, I know Missa did a dupe video, I'm pretty sure Kerry did as well. Feel free to go check them out if you were interested in it. But yeah, Be Perfect formula, really like it. The shimmers could be better, but I have my pastel roses for that. So yeah, that is my 2021 favourites. What do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you hate everything that I just said? Did you even make it to the end of the video? Let me know. And yeah, we'll have more content coming soon, I hope. Now that I'm starting this new job next week, hopefully I can get into the swing of things. But obviously we do have Christmas coming up, so we'll see. We shall see. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now. Like I said, if you guys like this video, please do give it a like down below. Please let me know what you think, and feel free to subscribe. I would love to have you in my little parrots family. And all my socials will be down in the description box, as is my Patreon if anyone is interested in supporting this channel. And thank you very much for joining me. Logan's asleep under the desk, so he's not coming saying hello today. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.